everybody, it's Sunday of week 12, no Falkland Trail Runners this week. Instead we're at Loch Ore Meadows for the Benarty Gala Trail Race. We were here about a week and a half ago on a Thursday evening, taking a run round the route to get to see what it was like and get our bearings and so on. That was a lovely evening. It's been raining this morning, but fortuitously the sun's just come out, so hopefully that's going to be the way that it will be. I'm meant to be doing 23-kilometre long runs this week. The route for the race is about 7.5, and I'm going to do it 3 times, so that gives me 22.5 kilometres. But there's also a bit of a gap between the finish of the race and the start of the race of about quarter to half a k. I would say nearer the quarter. So if I do the 3 laps, then I think that'll be just a shade over the 23 kilometres. Okay, so 3 laps, once before the race, once during the race, once after the race. It'll affect my race pace, but I'm not a racer, so it doesn't worry me. I'm looking at my pace over the longer distances really, and if I see that coming down, that'll be really good. Yeah, so I'll only take the video camera out for the race itself. I don't see much point in letting you see the same route 3 times, and the race will be more interesting than the ones where it's just me, so that'll be fine. Right, okay, hopefully the rain will go away. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day, as my mother used to say to me. Good, right, so see you out there. Right then, so update. Didn't do the loop round the course because it was wet and then didn't have enough time to do a full lap. However, afterwards the start was put off by 15 minutes, so I could have done it. So instead I did 2 small loops which totaled up to about 5k, something like that. So I'm only about 2.5 behind schedule. So we'll do the race. That takes me up to about 12.5. So that gives me an extra 10k to do after it. Good luck, V.
Ready? Yep. On your mark.
Watch who's running. Just like on the recce, the recon, this is definitely a walk up job. So we've done just over 4k, 24 minutes. Legs are going, legs are going. That's it, at the top. So 4.43, 29.12. So that was 5 minutes to come up there. Whew.
k's to go. It's hot and I'm tired already. Okay. Well done.
That was the Benarty Gala Trail Race, 7.5 kilometres, and I have to say it was really quite a tough 7.5 kilometres. There was a big hill in the middle of it, of course, and we knew about that, but that wasn't the tough part. It was tough, but that wasn't the tough part. The tough part was that I had a particular junction in my head as a waypoint, and we just never seemed to get to that waypoint. The junction was never coming, and for me that was the hardest bit. Then after the hill, there was only 2 k's left to go, and it was largely a long straight concrete road, and you could see the finish up ahead, or the turn into the finish up ahead, and I just couldn't do it. I must have stopped 4 or 5 times for a little walk, but each time only 3 or 4 paces, 5 paces at the most, and then got myself up and running again. So absolutely no reason for that. So I'm now thinking back over the last couple of weeks where I've gone up a hill and then I've had an easy bit after that, and I haven't been able really to cope with the easy bit after the hill. So I think we need to do some more hill work, putting hills in the middle of a run so that I can get to grips with this, do a hill and then just keep on running. I think that's my next challenge. Right, so we're off to do that run again, and we will go back up that hill and we will keep running again after it. Okay, so I'll come back again after we've done that. Okay, see you then. That's me just done a second loop of the Benarty Gala Trail Race. So another 7.5 kilometres, including going back up the hill. It's also an extra half a kilometre each time, because half a kilometre to go from the finish down to the start, and when I got back the second time I just kept on running back down to the overflow car park here, and so that was about half k as well. So 2 loops, 16k, and I put in about 5k before the start of the race, so that's 21, including twice up the hill, and that's about half a kilometre up and half a kilometre back down, so that's a fair old bit of work that we've done today. ideally I should be doing 23 k's, but you know, it's 19 degrees just now, and the sun will be hitting you a lot hotter than that. And you know, even last week we were only around about 11 or 12 degrees, and it's a major change. So I think we'll err on the side of caution and give those other 2k a miss for today. No real problems. When we were going up the hill the second time, I felt the sole of my foot, the plantar fascia, I guess, the grid that connects your toes to your heel, because you know, that's half a kilometre, as I say, going up a really steep hill on the balls on my feet. And I don't think there's anything wrong. I think it's just letting me know that it's doing some work. So that's fine. Good. Right, so that's it for today. Tuesday is my next outing, and that's leaving Las Vegas. No idea what we're doing, but as usual, it's going to be fun. So we'll see you then.